What's good, YouTube? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down a trade where I made $7,800. And yes, that is an amazing trade for me. That is actually a big trade for me. And that is a large win that will count in this month of November that was just started, which is November 5th, right? So we're going to be getting into the trade. I'm going to break it down. We're going to see exactly how I took it, why I took it, and why you maybe should take some of these tips and tricks and add them to your own trading strategy analysis. This specific pair was a crypto pair, and it went crazy. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let's get this cheese. This month, I'm launching something that no trader has ever launched, and it's going to help so many people like me. And you might not be like me, and that's perfectly fine. Then it's not for you. But people like me that struggled finding how to actually trade. It was so many options and so many different people to pick from. So I went and just tried everybody, and it just confused me. It was just so much conflicting advice. I didn't know what to follow, what not to follow. It was just so confusing. So I finally created something that I can't wait to launch. So if you're interested, make sure you fill out the questions below. See if you get approved for it. Because I'm done working with people that's not serious about their future, that don't want to take anything serious, that can show up for a job every day but can't show up for themselves and their future and the goals that they set out for themselves, and can't even keep their words to their own selves and what they want to achieve and what they want to accomplish. Because how many times have you said you were going to start something this year? You didn't even start. So I want to work with the people that's ready to build a lot of momentum and close the year out strong and build this momentum moving into 2025. So if that's you, make sure you hit the link in the description, answer those questions. But let's hop into the trade. So the specific pair that we capitalized on was 1,000 bonk, and we actually caught it was around a 1 to 5-ish. It was around a 1.495. I usually get out right before, because this pair, it has a tendency of getting close to the high, and then sometimes it goes straight back down. So that's one thing I really teach is focus and follow the tendencies of whatever instrument. They generally all follow the same concepts that I teach, but they all move a certain way. So that's why you put in that chart time to actually see. So, you know, me personally, I always start with the 4-hour time frame. So I took this at about, what time was it? It was around 2 o'clock. So on the 4-hour time frame, I seen we just came down, induced liquidity. And when this specific pair induces liquidity, it usually takes off like it swept liquidity, but then it comes back down to take out that liquidity. So I do expect this to come back down, and we're actually I'm gonna clip this so I can show you guys that it played out exactly how we thought it was gonna play out. So price, it came down and induced liquidity down to the sell side. So I'm thinking, okay, it would make sense to think for a sell, but since price has been showing strong displacement on buy side, I'm thinking all buys. So we drop down after the 4-hour time frame. We go down to the 1-hour time frame. Once I drop down to the 1-hour time frame, I see that we filled this fair value gap right here. I'm going to mark it out with a square. This fair value gap right here. We filled this fair value gap, and I seen price was really balanced. And the next place that it would go to was right here, but I didn't think it was going to go that low. So we dropped down to the 15-minute time frame. And remember, what we're looking at is we're so bullish. I don't think for a second, and I can't understand why you would think, this is the specific setup I took, by the way. I can't understand why you think you would want to sell against this. If price is flying like this and you want to sell, you need to get a new mentor or get new teachings or get new whatever, man. And yes, I did just buy a brand new Lamborghini. That's that YouTube video playing, so go watch that YouTube video. Me going over my new Lamborghini. All right, so on the 15-minute time frame, I kind of seen what cycle we're in. So in this time, I was actually trading this a couple days, not days prior, but yesterday. In this box, we were accumulating orders. I always like to draw my accumulating orders blue, my manipulation red, which is basically the sweep of liquidity, the fake out of what everybody thinks price is going to go, and then the distribution leg. And it's actually currently flying right now. I should be looking for buys, but I'm not really interested in trading right now. And so I capitalized on this because I knew we were in the distribution phase. You need to know what phase you're actually in. It makes trading way easier. So once I knew we were in this phase, all I was doing was looking for an opportunity to actually enter on in the trade. Once I seen this strong displacement above this high and we broke structure, I knew I was going to get into this fair value gap. Even in the morning, all I did was just set my alerts. I knew price was going to go back down into it. But you know, me personally, I always buy in a discount. So it was either going to be this buy or this buy, but this was obvious. This was the obvious buy, especially since it mitigated and didn't really rally up all the way. So I entered on this buy right here. You can see this fair value gap. I'll draw it. It should be, what is it? It's green. I'll make it red so it's easier to see on the charts. Bro, why do I keep doing a line? Price came down right to freaking entry, and that's how you know it's a sniper setup. Not going to say all setups are going to be perfect like this. It's not always going to be perfect like this, but it did hit. But you know, I don't execute on a 15 minute. I execute on a 5 minute. So we seen the same thing basically happen on the 5 minute time frame. And this was just a smooth play. It was a very smooth play. What do? We follow trend. What else? We seen what phase we're in. We're in distribution phase, which means we're impulsing, which means we're going to have sporadic moves going to one side. And what do? You enter on a P rate where you can enter on a trade. It's very, very simple stuff. Price came. What did it do? It rallied all the way up. It hit my target, and within, what, 2 hours? Who's doing that? 8,000 2 hours. And no, I'm not going to say I'm going to make $8,000 every single day this week. That'd be lit. But it's just a possibility with trading is endless, man. And all the haters out there that want to say, oh, I want to see withdrawals, I want to see bank accounts. Screw you, buddy. Screw you. Because I've been doing this for so long, it doesn't matter what you show. People, they're going to believe you or they're not. And if you don't, okay, go watch somebody else. If you do, see if you can learn something. How about that? So if you enjoy this trade breakdown analysis, make sure you like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you want to see more. Let me know what strategies you're kind of thinking. And somebody actually asked me a question in my free chat. So once you actually fill out the questions, you get access to the free chat, as well as it is a vetting process, but you get access to the free chat. They said, what do you think about trading live funds or actually trading prop firm funds? Me personally, I came up through prop firm funding and I made a lot of money through it, but I don't think that's the route I would go per se if I were to start over. Just because of, actually, it depends. It's just really risky and it's kind of sketchy now. Some people don't like to pay out. Some people do like to pay out. You don't really know who's paying out who. But I built enough capital where I can trade my own money. So I feel like if you're just your average Joe and you actually know how to trade, you have to know how to trade. Me personally, in my launch, I'm going to be trading with you directly until you get funded. But that's another story. So make sure you fill out the questions. But if you really know how to trade, do both. Just do both. How about that? Get you a small funded account. If you don't got a lot of money to put $600 into a funded account, get the funded account, get the live account. Just trade both. Follow your rules, follow your setups. How about that? That'd be real simple. Just do both. Because prop firms do have that leverage on the pro side, and you can make a lot more money quicker, but then they cannot pay you out, and you could waste a lot of time. More so prop firm, the only thing with prop firm is just time and restrictions on what you can and can't do. But smaller accounts, you can risk what you want. You can trade how you want. You can do whatever you want, and you will get paid because it's just real money. But it just depends what your preference is. Me, I like live right now in this season of my life. I might try another prop firm soon. But hey, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. Peace.